on moving the bricks. Talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the thrown out hard time.
There's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar. Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. We're in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, Bills and their head coach. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Kate Scott, Brock Huey with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And off we go from Cleveland. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's done into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Burrow setting up the play action. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. The pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Maxwell Hairston, that's the first-round pick from Kentucky on the tackle. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
11.
Back-to-back carries here. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bills going dime here on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. With a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is to win it.
And Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
First carry here for the rookie out of Oklahoma State. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. We've set it down from 37. Williams on the play action. Caught quickly on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First down, Buffalo.
Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Complete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. He's going to throw it. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Wait for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Intended target there was Tyler Warren. So that brings up 4th and long. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They'll throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns go up 6-0 here in the first. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills, nothing.
Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Completed left side to Smith. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bills have a first down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Back to throw now. Has it downfield, working left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a 1-point game. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 12, 12, 12.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. All the outside. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow now on 1st down. One's complete, right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. 180.
First down, Burrow to throw. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
11.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Brought in close to the 8. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
11, Thomas.
You'll be keeping this option on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
On one, ready?
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Can.
Throwing from the gun. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns break the tie here in the 1st. Joe Burrow with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's John Mechie on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills to returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
One of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
11.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
On one, ready?
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
11, Thomas. Big.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Here we go. 12. Right in.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
11 MT.
And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and give pulse on the ensuing drive. touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights, and the Browns double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked up.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down. Trying to work quickly now.
A gain of 30. And the Bills first down.
They'll throw here on first. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37. Sticking to the air here. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills make it a one-score game in the first half. That one right down the middle. And the Bills chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bills 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
He's going back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On 1, ready?
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. The Browns are lined up to punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down, play action. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out in the clear. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 35 out of that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
They go play action on first down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be second down. Throwing it again here. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Browns are in the nickel for this third down call. They're throwing it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. They'll throw for it. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We've set it downs from 37.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Burrow now on first down. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Here we go.
Brings up second and 10.
180.
To the air again. It's Burrow. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the
sometimes you really just get into a groove, and this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now throw to start the drive. Left side into the hands of Warren. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing off the play fake. It's caught. One. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become the quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buying some time right. Pass is cut at the 9. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 1-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Here we go.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on 1st down.
What is that? What is that?
Here's a design run. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the LA Chargers. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's get set.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And take him down right along the 30. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
That's out on the bootleg. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
12.
Lone back gets the handoff. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Gun. Stop. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. This is Mechie with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working on first down. Lays out left side and gets it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on first down. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team.
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns parlay the interception into points. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
42. Bills 21. Jack
Fox now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception.